On top of the business as usual, which for me is advising on contracts for major regeneration schemes and strategic land, I'm spending a lot of my time at the moment advising clients on the implications of the building safety legislation that has come about following the Grenfell Tower tragedy. So that ranges from advising clients on practically how they can start to prepare and get ready for the changes in legislation that are coming about, amending contracts to deal with those same points, and also advising clients who are signing up to the self-remediation contracts that the government has asked the housing industry to sign up to, what the implications and key action points are for them arising out of that. So the things that are really keeping me awake are aligned with what I've already talked about, really keeping on top of the legislation that's coming through, particularly on building safety. So 2023 is going to be a really big year for the secondary legislation coming into force under the Building Safety Act. And it's coming into force very incrementally. So we're constantly seeing new pieces of draft secondary legislation, new consultations being published and responded to, and it's a really big undertaking for anyone to keep on top of that. So we've got a really big multidisciplinary building safety team here at Gowlings who are making sure that they're on top of all of the changes and all of the proposals as they're coming through, and making sure that we're really getting clients prepared and ready for when those changes do come into force, likely to be during the middle part of this year. On top of building safety, we've also really got to talk about sustainability. We're right in the middle of the transitional period for the changes to the building regulations that came in last year around energy efficiency, ventilation, electric vehicle charging points. And those really were part of the roadmap towards the Future Homes Standard that's expected to come into force in 2025. And I think there's a really big question about whether the industry as a whole is going to be ready for those changes in 2025. We're expecting further government consultations this year and for draft legislation to be laid next year in 2024. And I think clients are really going to have to be engaging with their supply chains to make sure they're really ready and have a plan for the construction methodologies and the technology that they're going to need to be able to engage with that and deliver on those requirements come 2025. It's nothing brand new, but I think the next area that the industry can really focus on to see whether it can harness the opportunities is in modern methods of construction and off-site working. So it's taken a few knocks in the past couple of years, and I think it is going to take a really big government push to try and make sure we've got strong, consistent supply chains capable of delivering at volume, and also that we've got industry-wide standards that are backed by warranties. But if that can really be made to work, then I think the industry can really start to see the benefits of improved speed to site, making sure that we're minimising the risks that are inherent in on-site delivery, such as weather, and also making sure that we are harnessing the benefits that offsite and MMC can bring in terms of achieving those sustainability goals. What do I love about my job? I think there are two things. The first is trying to create some clarity from confusion. So when we look at the building safety issues, for example, there's a huge web of really complicated legislation there that clients want to do the right thing, but they're being confronted with something that's quite complex and overwhelming in some cases. So I really enjoy being able to distill that down and make sure that clients have got some clarity and are able to then take that forward and do what they want to do, which is deliver good, safe homes. And the second, I think, probably goes for most people that work in this industry, and it's making a contribution to the places that people live and work and make their homes. So going to see a site and seeing families living there and feeling like you made a contribution to making that happen is really rewarding.